We are here in our backyard talking a little bit about different types of issues that your dogs may have with masks.
Yes. Dogs are very visual creatures, and they read our body language, our facial expressions. So when we all of a sudden cover up a bunch, they can't figure out what we're saying. So your own dogs may not have a problem at all because it's you. They know, they also learn to read your eyes and the rest of your body language. But a dog that doesn't know you may have trouble, or your dog may have trouble with other people having masks on. So even with yourself, even though you're cool and it's fine, you're going to take the mask and you're going to bring it out. You got the mask there, they get a nice treat. Nice treat while they get to throw the mask there. Then maybe you hang it on an ear. So it starts to hang on your face. So they just see, oh, there's something up there. And then eventually, when they're cool with that, you put it on. If all the way on is too much, start this way. Pitch. And maybe while they're eating the treat, pull the mask up. It's not a bad thing. And they just learn that that's part of our life for right now. So they'll get over that and they'll figure it out. Don't let people stare at them, because staring over the mask is a very confrontational thing. Staring anytime is confrontational to a dog. Then they do it over a mask, and that's going to be a pretty scary thing for them. Just some little tips to help make it a little bit more positive, because a mask is a part of our world for now. So, now, we've done this before, but all the dog's name means is look at me. Nothing else. We try to make it mean lots of other things as human beings, but it doesn't. So what you're going to do is take some treats. At home, I use their kibble. I take part of what they're going to get, their rations for the day, and we'll use it for that. Mitch. And all you're going to do is say the dog's name. Mitch. And they get a treat. Mitch. And they get a little treat. So they're like, wow, that's pretty cool.
I wish someone would do that for me.
No kidding.
Pam, eat.
And then you want to pick a marker word. It takes the place of a click and clicker training, but it gives you that bridge between what the dog does that you like and that their reward is coming. So at the shelter, we use nice. We want something short, simple, that we don't use a lot in general conversation. You tell your dog, oh, you're a good boy, or you're a good boy or a good girl, unless you can put a constant, different inflection with it all the time. Because this is going to be followed by a food reward for right now. Down the road, we can change that up. So you're going to do the same thing with your marker word. Nice. And they get a little treat. Great. Nice. So all of a sudden the dog goes, wow, those get me something. The nice thing about it is that when the dog is away from you and you call their name, Mitch. Nice. He looked at me, acknowledged that I said his name. I marked it with the marker word, but he had to come clear to me to get the cookie. I'm not reaching out to him. He's got to get into me. So then, I have the dog too. So it also works on a recall. All right? Now, what we want to work on today that a lot of people have asked about is reactivity on leash.
Leash reactivity.
Number one, don't put them on while they're right there, right on top of them. That's just torture. You want to start far away so you can get lots of success and work with it that way. Set up with somebody, a friend maybe, because you're going to have plenty of social distance. Practice with a friend and their dog so you can work it. The other thing we put in is a back way. And basically all we're going to do is call the dog's name, mark when they look, and they get the cookie way back here. So they're getting a reward for coming to us, but they're also getting out of the situation.
So Kathy, are we talking reactivity with other dogs? Is that what reactivity is?
You can work with anything. Other dogs or anything.
So I'm scared of a bike coming up to me, or I'm scared of the mailman, or I'm scared of, okay, got it.
Just watching Remy over there. Nice. And I'm just going to back all the way out of the way, so I got him way away from it. His body language changed. Nice. He volunteered to look at me.
I'm going to come up right behind you so we can kind of see what.
And the backing up part is the most fun. And if you watch his body, when he gets close, he starts to drop down and want to go get it. The better they get, then I want him to volunteer to turn around and look at me. So, let's turn him around so he gets a little bit more
Confrontation.
Now, it makes a difference, so they have a relationship. Mitch is not my dog. He's a shelter dog.
barking. Good. Yeah.
I just want him to check back. I'm not going to put blinders on him, but I want him to know, okay, I look at something and then I have to look back at this person at the end of the leash. Because it takes his attention from there. He doesn't pay any attention to anything but what he's focused in on.
Gets too hyper-focused. Okay, got it. Got it.
Nice, that a boy. And I'm not pulling him back. Once he starts, he's a little bit strong.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Somebody wants to know if Mitch is available for adoption, and he is. He's a good dog if you want to work your biceps. Although actually he's not yanking you around.
No. Whoops. And we practiced a little bit, but he figures things out a lot, and he likes food a lot.
So he's very trainable.
Very trainable. Whoops. He already knows how to sit. Shake.
Nice.
So he knows lots of stuff. Working a little bit on walking on a leash. Let's go see. Perfect. Nice. Good boy. Yes. We gave him a couple minutes yesterday to get used to this, and for Remy to be here at the shelter a little bit because he hadn't been here for a while. And I was starting back. We never got much more than I got to about, so 15, 20 feet. So they're like, oh, okay, we can just look. And that's and then as they get better at this, again, you make the threshold smaller so that they have a better threshold. But the other ticket is to make sure that you as a human being stay calm and relaxed and know what you're doing, because then you get far less reactivity from the dog. As soon as that leash tightens up, it sends a message to the dog, uh-oh, they're worried at the other end.
He's seeing somebody out there now.
But he's keeping his leash loose.
Not going after it. Good job.
He's curious. It's okay to be curious. So, you give him a couple seconds to look, figure out with your dog. Once you go into that zone and you catch him before.
This because I know you and Sarah have been working on this, and it's great to have somebody else to do this and a partner with another dog. But could you do this maybe just in a park where dogs are farther away, kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Like we just saw him walk by,
Absolutely.
200 yards out.
I've done this with dogs who were the skateboards, rollerbladers, those kinds of things absolutely freaked them out. And we would go to the skate park. I didn't want those people to greet the dog, but we would start way far away, had a really good reward. Can you look back at me? Can you look? Can we back away? Can we do these things? Until eventually we could get down fairly close, within the distance that I wanted to be, which is basically, where are you going to be at when we walk past a dog or somebody on a bike or rollerblade or whatever when we're out for a walk? And that's what we worked for. I don't care that you go greet that person. I prefer you didn't. You just leave that thing alone. And that's the thing. I got it. Thank you. That's a choice. And you made it really loose. I like that.
Right.
Thank you.
Job, buddy.
And you decide, if they don't respond right away to their name and you make a squeaky noise, and you want to accept that, that's fine. Now, he's a shelter dog. He knows his name pretty well, but it's not 100% because he doesn't hear it like our dogs at home hear it, and we can't load it quite the same. So I cut him a little slack with that. Okay, I'll make a noise, and as long as you show back up, I will reward that. As they get better, if they don't show up or choose to look back at you on their own, thanks, scratch under the chin, because thanks isn't my marker word, and then we'll try something else. Try it again, shorter distance maybe, to set them up for better success.
And you always use the marker word with the reward.
When there's going to be a food reward.
Okay.
Yes. If you're not going to give them a food reward,
okay,
you got here, I'm good with that. But that wasn't quite fast enough. What's fast for you in your house? You know your dog. Different dogs move at different paces. What ambles its way across the living room all the time. Then I'm not going to expect a super fast dead run, because that's probably not what that dog gives you. Okay? If you have a dog that moves very quickly all the time, then I'm going to expect, if I ask for a behavior, I want it right now.
If you've got a dog that's just a little bit more over the top, how do you ease into it? I mean, if he's yanking your arm off trying to get to the other dog at the fence.
That's when I'm going to stay way far away. So let's say the dog at the fence is there. I'm going to back myself as far away as I can so that I can get success with this dog and get some attention. Then we're going to slowly move in. And by slowly, I mean we may go a foot, we may go 2 feet. Maybe we have to go a foot and then back up again, back to where we started from. It's okay. But you're going to juggle it that way so that way the dog goes, oh, okay, I can do this. So we work them up slowly, build the threshold.
Okay, so you can pull attention away because they're so far away, and then you gradually get closer. Got it. Somebody was wondering about that.
Yep,
So
if you don't have success, it's frustrating for both of you. Dog doesn't understand, you're not getting the work done that you want, and it's just frustrating. And then it's no fun. Well, this is fun. We get success, and it's like, wow, this is great. And we're not moving very far, but this wears them out because it's lots of brain work too. And that's a big deal for dogs. That's a really big deal.
hey, maybe a little bit, just to go back a little bit on the mask, because we have had some people join, so we were talking a little bit about why masks can be scary for dogs and what you need to do.
Okay, so masks take away a lot of our visual presence to the dog because it covers most of our face, and they're very visual creatures. We're verbal creatures. So it makes a big difference. They don't catch, what we're doing because the mask is covering our face. So we want to slowly get them used to it. Now, our own dogs probably won't care so much with us because we have a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
But dogs that we don't have a relationship with, or people that they don't have a relationship with and really know, it's going to be different. So we need to slowly get them used to it. Maybe you just put the mask there and put a treat with it. Maybe eventually you hang it on your ear, put a treat with it. Put it across your face, and maybe you don't put it all the way across your face. Maybe you kind of hang it on your ear and pull it up as you get a treat. So they go, oh, okay, this is what you're doing. And then it's not such a scary thing. If your dog is going to meet somebody they've never met before and that person has a mask on, I would ask them to pull it down. If they're not willing to do that, say, just toss them a treat, thank you very much, and we're going to move on. Because it's scary. And you're not going to accomplish anything because that person's staring over that mask at them. And that's a very confrontational thing.
So, and don't stare.
No,
Maybe approach sideways if you've got a mask on.
Sideways. Look at the ground. Use your peripheral vision.
Okay.
You'll still see the dog just fine, but you're not staring at them, so the dog will be far more comfortable.
All right. Yay. Remy. Look at Remy out there. Say hi to Rem. Rem actually is owned, but we needed to get him on because look how cute he is, you guys. Oh, peanut face. Oh, you good dog. You good boy. Yes. Oh. He's the dog of a behaviorist, so he's perfect. I know, you're perfect, aren't you? Yeah. And then there's Mitch, who's over here enjoying Remy, but not necessarily, pulling and being reactive. So, here we go. Rem. All right. Excellente. I know that Mitch is available for adoption.
Yes, he's available for adoption. He's a cool dog, easy to work with, as we've seen, because we know. He's really energetic, playful, so if you're looking for an active dog to do active things with, he'd be your man.
Yeah, he'd be a great running partner.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he would love it.
Good running partner. This is the Mitch.
Yep.
Excellente. Anything else? Are we good? Anybody have any questions that they want to punch in other than how can I get an application to get a job there? It's on our website, nehumanesociety.org. There you go. There's a little area that says about NHS, and if you pop in there, there are job opportunities in there. So, all right. And Bo says hi, Kathy,
Oh, hi.
from Bonnie West Evans.
Oh, hello.
Bo Evans says hello. So.
Hello, Bo.
All right, well, this has been Training Tip Tuesday. You guys, if you have questions, you can send them on Facebook or you can message us, and we'll try to get Kathy and Sarah to do some demos and help us out while we're social distancing from work and being at home with our doggos. So send the questions in and we'll try to give you some what you need to do, how you get dogs to stop jumping. Or last week, you goom. All right. All right, this is us signing off. Thanks so much for joining us. Next Tuesday, we'll have another training tip.
Thank you.
Woohoo!